said, if I walked away now, would you follow me? If I was led astray now, would you come help me? If I set fire, would you fan the flame?
Welcome back.
Manitoba Power. I'm D.
I'm T.
Okay.
Here, episode 15.
Holy smokes,
That's one more than last week.
that is one more than last week. Oh, man.
Oh, and I know you were wondering.
Yes, I was.
So ever since our last call out to the Edmonton Oilers,
Yes.
they went 2-0-1,
Guys,
lost in overtime
sure.
to the Winnipeg Jets.
There you go.
So both teams, the Oilers just need a call out from the pod
Okay.
to kind of right the ship.
Okay.
As you were watching, McDavid and Draisaitl got injured, so not ideal. But they're back on track.
That
So,
sounds fantastic.
I know I was keeping you up, so I just
Yeah.
wanted to give you that update.
I don't know who those people are, but
Did you watch the Four Nations at all?
I
You
don't
had to
know.
have saw something.
I haven't watched a game
the
of hockey.
Canada-US.
I don't watch hockey. I haven't watched a game of hockey.
But you haven't seen on social media like McDavid scoring
No, I don't know who McDavid is.
the goal for Canada to beat the States.
No.
That's
don't watch
crazy.
sports.
That's nuts.
I don't watch a single sport, man.
That is nuts.
I don't even watch powerlifting.
Man, that was like the biggest win for Canada in at least 50 years.
Since World War II.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. It was. I can't. You don't know that McDavid scored.
No. I don't
Oh
know anything.
my.
Who am I going to talk to about this? I don't know anything about that.
Man,
I'm a hermit. I live
We
on a
gotta-
ranch.
we gotta get some Sportsnet there.
I pay for it here, but I don't watch it. I pay for the premium sports channels.
Wow. Well, now you're gonna get hooked.
Yeah. You know what we have on the TV here all the time?
Yeah.
The World Series of Poker.
So you know a lot about poker.
So I know a lot about
He's a
poker.
gambler. Oh man.
Yeah.
But
so-
yeah, just for an update for you.
Excellent. So
Great job,
shout
Edmonton.
out.
Way to
Shout out.
right the ship. Glad that you guys listened to the pod and took that as inspiration for the next 3 games after. Looking forward to
Yeah.
maybe getting them on the pod. Get
What else
McDavid
can
on
we shout
here.
out? I'd like to shout out my bank account.
Yeah. Yeah. Anything.
Shout out to my squats. Can
Yeah.
they go up?
They're going up. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Anything you shout out will
Yeah,
come true.
Perfect. I
Yeah.
like it. Excellent.
Yeah.
Good.
All
Cool.
right. So, what are we talking about?
Today.
Episode 15.
Right here.
Well, what happened?
The one.
Huh?
We got the banner.
When
I
was
guess
this?
there must be it's over. It was 2 days ago.
Yes.
This
Yes. This is Monday morning.
is Monday, so it
Yeah.
was 2 days ago. It was Saturday. Long
Yeah.
day. Successful day.
Mm-hmm.
Critically acclaimed powerlifting event.
Mm-hmm.
3rd annual. Went off without a hitch.
Yeah, it was smooth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Seems that every year we're just able to dust off the wheels.
Keep dusting off those wheels, because those wheels were.
Yeah, keep it going.
were-
But
yeah.
I think we had 51 lifters, I believe. We had a few last minute dropouts, that kind of stuff, injuries. Actually, it was more than that. Maybe it was 53.
And I think someone missed weight and then
Yeah.
just decided to leave.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But it was a full meet, which is nice,
Mhm.
and 3 sessions in the morning, or 3 flights in the morning, 2 flights in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Our event seems to be one the Special Olympics likes to participate in.
Yeah.
Because of the facility and the atmosphere, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just easy for them to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So they had multiple Special Olympic athletes at our event.
Yep.
They even had
They had a world level. She competed in Worlds
oh wow, which one was that?
2022.
Which one's that?
I think
Shan-
Sharneet.
Sean Reed.
Shanreet, yeah.
Sean Reed, yeah. So she went 9 for 9,
Yeah, and she was electric. on the
84
platform.
plus,
Yeah.
and 185 kg total.
Mm-hmm.
Special Olympics is cool because, well, it's good to have them in the sport, but also some of the rules are a little different.
Mhm.
Give them a little bit more leeway with some of the stuff, and then everybody gets an award, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
So they just get to have fun, and
And there was
the athletes really like that, and I like to see them participating.
Yeah, there's another.
And there's Kathleen Watt. And we have Tammy Hart. And I think that's
Tammy
it.
had a good meet.
Yeah, so there's
Yeah.
at least three athletes we saw there. The coaches are great. They're always a blast to have
Yeah.
there. These kids like to joke around too.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are funny.
Yeah, and just so much energy on the
Yeah.
platform too.
Yeah.
Yeah, great celebrations and that.
They don't take things seriously like we do. Right?
Yeah,
So
yeah. Every lift is a good lift.
exactly.
Yeah, which how it should be.
Yeah. So I guess we could just start with session 1 and see if there's any notables in there. Do you want to get your performance out of the way and talk about that?
Yeah,
first?
let's get that. Let's get that.
So I
that
guess
blip out of the system.
this is your first official powerlifting
First
meet.
official powerlifting meet.
Wow.
I almost didn't get on the pod. I shouldn't even be mentioned. I went 8 for 9.
8 for 9.
8 for
As
9.
you know, 9 for 9s is
9
how
for
you
9
get
is the only way to get mentioned, unless you're a guest or a host on the pod.
Yeah. So you got some nepotism there. So
Yeah. Yeah. So this whole episode will just be about what happened.
Yeah, what
that day.
happened to Tommy Howell?
Well, so I got to the venue at, but no, I missed 217. Which coming in, I was like, let's go for the 230s.
Yeah, that's kind of what you were telling us last time.
Yeah. I milked it with my tooth getting pulled and being on a toddler diet, but I was still able to gain weight. I was in like the 90s like a week ago, so I just had as much like eggs and food as I could, just to still get up. But regardless, I got the 160 bench, which I wanted to be in the 170s, but after my last warm up, I was like, my last warm up was actually 150, and I was like, let's just do 50, 55, 60, and then that's the Nats qualifying like bench only.
160?
Yeah,
perfect. Got it.
So I was like, okay, let's just get that monkey off the back, and then with my second deadlift was the regional 3 lift total.
Oh, perfect.
So then I was like, okay, we got that. Because the regional one's 597.
597. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
So then, and my deadlifts are just weird, just from ollie lifting. Yeah. But so other than that,
so you snatch grip 240 or what?
You know what? I was actually, if you watch the live stream, which you won't, but or you should watch it for me. There was many better lifter performances, but for my opener, I walked up and I alluded to a snatch grip, and then Brock was going crazy, and I was thinking, should I actually set up? But what if I set up for a snatch and then I switch and then I miss it?
Yes.
And I was like, I don't want to, absolutely embarrass myself.
True.
And the bloodline. So
yeah.
But 240 felt actually really good. Like I was like, okay, I just gotta try a little bit harder.
Just gotta get stronger for next time, you know.
Yeah. So 6 weeks out from provincials.
Yeah.
So I'll run it back there, make some changes, and we'll see what happens.
What do you need to hit at provincials now to go to? I guess
now
you have 2 opportunities, I guess.
Yeah. So I think
to hit
I can't bomb out. Yeah. So I'll open up at 75.
Perfect.
For all lifts, get a total.
75. Perfect.
But the opener qualifying standard for 105 is 740.
Oh, well.
So I'm only
137.5.
27.
127.5.
127.5. Give me a little bit more. Okay. So I'm only 127 kilos away. Okay. So
6 weeks till provs, and then we got another
6 months.
6 months to Westerns.
Doable.
Okay, all right, perfect.
No, I was like, okay, I could probably get that in 3 years. So maybe.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. But I think the main thing is just get stronger.
Just get stronger. You know?
So if I get stronger and I get closer to that, then that's the ideal.
Perfect. But for now, you'll stay the second strongest person on the podcast.
I'll stay the second strongest. I'm hunting them down, chasing that. Yeah, when we were looking, and as I was coming out, I was like, I wanted 85 GL points.
Yeah.
Then as I was getting closer, I was like, I'd be lucky to get like 75.
You got 76.
Look at that.
There you go.
Against my own
Yeah, perfect.
downturn. But yeah, so that's that. Had
Yeah.
8 for 9.
Nice.
Fumbled the third squat. Embarrassing. But we're good.
Yeah, no, that is embarrassing for an Olympic lifter.
Yeah.
You should be mastering
I
one
should be
thing, and it's the
mastering one
squat.
thing at all. And I actually I'll have a meet probably in July, August for weightlifting.
Yeah.
So super total training. We're doing it all.
Perfect.
But yeah, other than that, because there's some very strong lifters that we should talk about as well.
Yeah.
But and very strong 9 for 9 meets too.
Yeah.
And first meet 9 for 9 meets.
Yeah. So you actually, since we're just talking about you, in your class, you had a cool dude, Marcel Henry from Kenora, I think.
Heck yeah. Yeah, Marcel.
And was he coaching himself?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
He does it all.
Yeah, because that jump from
205 to
190 to 205, and I was like, okay, 205 is
Yeah.
nice. And then he jumped to 225.
Yeah. I talked to him after. I was like, man, that was a jump. He's like,
jump.
I thought I had it, and then I didn't have it.
That's usually what happens.
Mhm.
Yeah, you think you have it when you don't have it.
Yeah.
Because if
And
you don't,
I would have been like, just do 227. That's 500.
True.
Hey.
True. I've never hit 227.
Yeah.
Not in the meet.
Do you know, I was looking at, so in COVID, way back when,
Yeah.
I hit 500 in my basement. And I hit a 600 deadlift. So.
And then what happened?
And then when ollie lifting got weaker.
You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Ollie lifting makes you weaker.
Yeah, I was looking. I was like, so we gotta really hammer this down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Powerlifting.
Yeah. So, I mean, the 500 that I hit, I'll try and find it. Then I'll put it in the back as we were watching this. It was probably the heaviest lift you'll ever see in your life. I really had to want it. Like there was a gun to my head.
Well, is it all lower back, or like did you get pancaked?
It was probably every bone in my body.
Yeah.
Was working for that one. Every tendon.
You just got so hurt. You're like, I better go into athletics therapy.
Yeah, that's it. It's like I really gotta. Yeah. But yeah, that was a lift of a lifetime. Same with the. I don't know if I have a video of the 600. Didn't do it if I didn't get it on video. But yeah, that was a grind of a life too. But and then.
Yeah.
Here we are, 5 years later.
Weaker.
Yeah. But my bench went up. I think I benched like 340 that day. So
perfect.
Yeah. Screw that guy.
Yeah. Well,
benching 340. Who does he think he is?
All right.
I'm benching 15 pounds more now.
Yeah. Excellent.
But yeah. So we had Marcel Henry in the 105s.
So brave jump. Needs to build his bench up, I think.
Yeah, he's got a lot of room to. Yeah. He's a tall dude too.
Yeah, he's big. Yeah, tall. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think like he'd probably be good in the 120 class.
Yes, if he fills out, because he is young for sure.
Yeah.
26 years old.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, if he fills up for 120,
then
he's going to be a force, especially if he's got the balls to go to 225.
Yeah. He's going to be taking like 20 kilos jump on the regular.
Yeah.
I like the jumps for bench, even though that 115, I was like, man, 10 kilos from second to third.
Yeah, that's
you got to love that feistiness.
That's a big jump.
Yeah, I love that feistiness. Yeah. And then there's me just 5 kilos just chipping away.
Yeah.
But mind you, I did take a 15 kilo jump from second to third deadlift, but that's more circumstantial than anything. But yeah.
Cool. So
then
what do we want to do next year?
We while we're in the mix of our flight, maybe that 9 for 9 or Island quali.
There he is, Ryland. That's 93 open.
Open. His first meet.
First meet, and he's already. Oh, is he 37? Oh,
yeah, you're gonna have to watch out for him. A couple
3 years. He's coming for me. He's got
coming.
He's got a 640 total. I'm only 5 kgs ahead of him.
Yeah, you're gonna have to kick his knee in or something.
212.
You actually can't kick his knee in because his legs are.
Are they twigs?
So massive.
Oh.
No, you won't be able to kick that knee in. Even his arms. I don't know what you'll have to do to him, but you're gonna have to slow this guy down.
I'm just gonna have to get stronger. 212, I can beat that easy. 152, I benched 160.
Yeah.
275, We know we can. I could be. I just have a
He's
good.
got
Just gotta have a good meat.
yeah.
You're gonna be bleeping this a lot, by the way.
Rylan just like brought the mood down on the podcast.
Rylan.
Yeah, but you got 3 years.
Yeah, I got 3 years
Yeah.
to just keep getting stronger.
But the downside, I know he's got some life things coming up. So hopefully his next 3 years.
Retirement from powerlifting.
No, hopefully his next 3 years are tougher.
He's having a kid?
No, I think he's going to school.
Oh, fair
Like, well, he's going back to school.
Yeah.
He's a very smart guy.
Hopefully it's
and
not.
he's a personal trainer too, so a very good coach as well.
Okay. Well, hopefully it's not in Manitoba.
Yeah. Yeah. It is in Manitoba, unfortunately. So, and I love how he trains too, because he has like a very refined training schedule. So he like makes the most of his smaller sessions.
Oh, I wish I could
And-
make the most
Yeah.
of any session.
Yeah. So, I mean, it worked.
Good.
And I think he had a lot more, unfortunately, I think he had a lot more on these.
Oh, that's
'Cause it was his
not
first
what I want to
meet.
hear.
I mean, we'll say, Ryland, you'll just skip the next 20 seconds. I think these were insanely tough lifts. I'm surprised he got every single one
Okay,
of them.
perfect. That's
Yeah,
what
he
I
didn't
wanna
have
hear.
any kilos left.
Oh,
Yeah.
Panicking.
No, yeah, I think he's, I hope he'll do provincials.
yeah.
And then maybe he'll just cut the brakes a little bit and just like go full bore. But we'll see. Yeah, definitely a very strong dude. Another strong dude that went 9 for 9 and also best lifter,
Yes.
best open,
Where is he?
the bloodlines.
Joseph.
Joseph who?
Joseph Debu.
Oh, you should have said a little ring. Joseph who? Joseph Dabu.
Oh, How come I haven't heard that before? Is that a thing?
That's just my thing.
Okay. Is this a wrestling thing?
I don't know.
Is this hockey?
Do you watch wrestling?
No, I don't watch wrestling. I don't watch
I
any
was
sports.
Okay, but I'm not gonna call him Donnie anymore because
Apparently that's not his name. I think it's Joseph.
it's definitely not his name. Back in it was probably 2017. Jonah Dabu, Curtis Talaire, and I were trainers at Good Life, and we had a very small block of training together where we did the Bulgarian max out. And
Disgusting.
every single day we worked up to a top single. My squat went up, Jonah's squat went up, like pretty good numbers, like probably 20%. Curtis's squat went up pretty good. And then Donnie, or prior Donnie, now Joseph, he squatted like 365, went up to like 535 or something.
What the?
And then now look at him,
Yeah.
hitting 97 GL. 97 or 90? Yeah, 97 and a bit.
So he has the open record for 74 kg per squat.
Yep. Yeah, he does.
251.
Say it again.
251.
Damn it. Yeah.
And then a 147.5 bench, which is a respectable bench for a 74 kilo.
Yeah. And he did want us to, he didn't, well, actually, on open powerlifting, I don't know if this is right, with his provincials that he had in 2019, just as 145, 105, 145.
Yeah, because prior to like a certain year, there was only your top lifts. Like it would only put your
Oh, so he must have
top
been injured there.
successful lifts.
Okay, so then he was injured.
Yeah.
All right, so maybe the meet, because he wasn't super pumped that I brought up his regional,
Wow.
so he told me he was upset.
Well, imagine
Yeah.
being so
So
famous
strong
and so
famous.
strong that
So
you get
maybe
upset when you're
yeah.
mentioned.
Yeah. So the meet that we could talk about was back in 2019. Was maybe a more comparable meet was his 235, 147, 245 meet. So with the 627 total.
Yeah.
So then he improved on that by hitting 251. So, and like you said, the squat
Mhm.
record.
Mhm.
Then he hit 147 again,
Tied his bench. Yeah.
tied his bench, and then 260. So hit 15 kilos on there.
Jeez.
And yeah, which gave him almost a 660, but a 658.5 and 97.5 GL points. So
That's
I
crazy.
think he'll now have to do provincials.
Mhm.
And I don't know if he'll do regionals. I imagine he would. But yeah, in the next like year of training, him getting to the
Mhm.
74s at Nats, I'd like to see what he can do.
Yeah.
We'll never
And did
see
he
him
have to
together.
cut weight?
The Dabus are typically around that 74.
So they are just
They're
jeez.
just jacked.
jacked and
They're all muscle.
peeled and
They're all muscle.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, the Dabu bloodlines are just shredded people,
Jeez, that's
shredded
crazy.
muscular people. Yeah,
Yeah.
just the ideal, you know.
Yeah.
And hard workers.
Jeez.
But yeah, so we had a really good meet, 9 for 9 with a squat record and PR total. It's a pretty ideal day.
That's
And best
yeah.
lifter.
And
What more do you want?
yeah, you can't do anymore.
Yeah,
now.
you can't do anymore. Did it all. So a very good day for him. And who else had a 9 for 9?
That session we had Eric, I believe. Gislason.
Yeah.
And he would have been in the 120s.
Mm-hmm.
He was by himself. So
Yeah.
he got a gold medal.
And
495 total. He's open.
That's
So I don't really know what's next for him because this
maybe in July.
is this enough for provincials for a 120 open? I don't know
think
about that.
so.
So just continuing to
Build it.
I guess. I recognize the name, so he's definitely competed before.
Mhm.
And the unfortunate thing is I recognize so many names that
But faces.
faces are.
Mhm. See, I'm the opposite. I'm way better with faces. Terrible with names.
Yes.
Hence why I call Joseph Donnie. But then because I was looking like Devin and Timniak, 8 for 9. We shouldn't even be talking about Devin, but
Right.
8 for 9. But with our goal is him getting the provincial.
Yeah.
Qualifying total, and then with the 93, the provincial is 552.5.
Mm-hmm.
But then the regional is 557.
Mm.
So I was like, let's just, get stronger.
Yeah.
But if we're aiming for that 552, might as well just go for the extra 5, you know?
Yeah.
Do it all.
For sure.
Do it all in one.
Devin, so he had a 452, so he's got to add 100 kilos to his total?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nothing. But he's kind of the ideal where we went for his third, which was 177, and it moved better than his opener. He's just like, I just brace harder and tried.
Heavier warm-ups.
Yeah.
Just
just need to get more accustomed to the heavier weight. So I think he probably had like 185 on the day. So that to improve on to bump that weight up is just the mantra of the pod, just get stronger.
So what changed this time? I guess he missed some, oh no, that was last meet. So what did he get? He had a, talk to me, Devin. 452.5.
His bench has got to go up. He's a tall dude for 93. So in the next 2 years, probably 105 because he's like 6'2".
You trying to tell me
I'm going to
he
give him
added
6'2".
47.5
6'4".
kilos to his total?
72.5?
42.5. 47.5.
Yeah. That's what he did.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, he's blowing the doors off.
He is blowing the doors off.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, and you're going to see another, I want to say 47.5 kilos on this next meet.
That's insane.
Ideally, 100.
Hello, CCES.
Yeah. Anything to get the provincial qualifying.
Yeah, gee. 100 kilos.
But
like well, if anybody's gonna do it, it's Devin.
If anyone's gonna do it, it's Devin. And we also had Ruben
Jamilchevin.
There it is.
Jamilchevin.
Yeah, he had a very steady meet. I really like his attempts too. I think that was a very smart meet for him. Like did a 10 kilo jump from his first to second squat, 7.5 from second to third. Like very smart. Then 5 kilos on bench each jump, and 7.5 from first to second deadlift. And then he's like, I'm gonna actually try here.
Yeah.
And threw on a 10 jump.
Nice. Yeah.
So I think like that's a very good mantra. And like some meets, like we say, is like you want to have a 9 for 9.
Yeah.
Then with this meet for like as we talked about Devin, I was just like makeable thirds.
Mm-hmm.
So even a 9 for 9, but like every third be makeable. So push but be makeable.
Yeah. So you must have had a lot more in the tank.
I think he had a lot more in the tank there.
83 kg open, 3072.5. Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll be back maybe in July. We'll see him, or in a fall meet, either the movement one or U of M or Total Fort.
Yeah.
You can have your pick now.
Yeah. There's meets almost every
2025 is insane for powerlifting.
Yeah. Yeah, almost every month or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because before, like, even if you go like 2021, there was probably like Brickhouse
Brickhouse Total Fort, and then like some
movement.
and then there was there'd be something like Portage or something. Portage Strength Classic for a while. They had that one.
Yeah, I don't even think in 2021 though.
No,
There
I
was
don't
that one.
remember. Yeah,
That was like Total Fort we had in Portage.
right. We did.
Mhm.
Yeah. So there's
Yeah, so there's a lot of meets
there
now.
was like
So
a
that's perfect.
wheat meat for a while.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, there was a wheat meet. Yeah, that's right too.
And then there was out
Over there.
north. What was north?
Dauphin.
Not Dauphin. Selkirk. Who's in
Oh, Selkirk. Yeah. Iron Image
Iron
Classic.
Image Classic.
Yeah.
Whatever happened to that?
Yeah. Iron Image.
Iron Image. What's going on?
When's the next one?
When's the next one?
Yeah, but they're doing strongman and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they always got a lot of stuff going on. But yeah, and then so Ruin, great meet, and then a female open.
Yeah.
Ariana Wilson.
Willison.
So yeah, 76. Again, very, very good jumps, I think. 5 kilos, finish it off 5 kilos and 7.5 for finishing with 85. And then 2.5 kilo jumps for her bench. And yeah, some nice 7.5 kilos for her deadlift. So
Yeah.
I think she'll have a little bit more.
Textbook.
Nice clean day for her. And then going on to session 2.
Well, yeah, we also had a bench only there.
Yes, we did.
And that was the only reason I bring it up is because we mentioned her in the last meet because she got injured.
Yeah.
Sorry, last podcast episode.
14.
But she got injured,
Mhm.
didn't want to compete, but decided to do bench only instead of 3 lift.
Mhm.
Ended up going 3 for 3 on bench. So
What was her prior PR? Do you know?
I can take a look. I think she's only competed once before, but I can quickly
Let's see who looks at it fast.
copy and paste. Oh shit, I'm not even on a page. I can't Google her. I might Google her.
Oh.
There she is right there. Previous best, 42.5.
Oh, so she improved it by 5 kilos.
5 kilo
That's
PR.
monstrous.
Huge. Look at that.
From 42 to 47, that's huge. She opened with her prior PR.
Yeah.
So that's massive.
So that's one of those things where if you don't have the other lifts,
Yeah.
you can kind of have a little bit more energy for
Focus on it.
bench.
Mhm.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay, do I have anyone else here I want to talk about? Not really. Okay, cool. Excellent. What's next?
Session 2.
There is a session 2. Cool.
There was. And then we could just start at the top with Jaden.
Yeah, so Jaden did go 9 for 9
Mhm.
as a 93 sub junior. 17 years old.
Squatting 190 at
190 at
17
17.
was pretty insane.
Yeah, that's 420. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even benching, not even benching, but like benching 245 as a 17-year-old,
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah.
And deadlifting 220.
Yeah, what was it? It was 220, 485?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the 4 plates, 2.5 plates, 5 plates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like a goal for anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let alone 17.
Mhm.
So that's great. Good job there.
Good job, Jaden. I think it was first meet too.
Could be, yeah.
Yeah, and I think he was at the rules clinic. So
Yes.
stellar meet. And I think the Cornerstone boys they had almost all of session 1. So
Yeah.
and then I think they helped a little bit of sub juniors in session 2. So nice clean meet there. And then you were flooding the gates in session 2 too.
Yeah, I had 4 people in
Mhm.
session 2. We could probably quickly talk about the 105s battle there. And I actually didn't know there's 3 of them, but because I was only paying attention to the my guy and the guy in first. But like Newer's done one previous meet, and then he's like a champion back home in like unsanctioned powerlifting. So there's no
Chile.
way. No, this is a different kid. No, this is
Where's this guy from?
Syria, I think.
Syria.
I'm pretty sure. If it's
Crazy
not,
strong.
I'm sorry, it's not. If it isn't,
Yeah.
but
Not like it's your athlete or anything.
yeah. I need a map. Where's a map?
Yeah.
So Newer, yeah, he's a strong kid. I don't coach him, but he's had me handle him a few times.
Okay.
He coaches himself.
Mhm.
And he gives me some numbers, and I kind of.
run with it what you can.
I try to do what I can.
Yeah.
You know,
And he's
it's
also
hard.
20, so
He's 20.
he's a
you know,
sub junior.
He's
Nope,
a junior.
junior now. Yeah.
But still, it's like they want those numbers.
Yeah.
And he's like, I want this number today.
No matter
I'm
what.
like,
And he weighed in light too.
yes, because he was practicing a cut for provincials. He's not sure if he's gonna
Cut down to 93.
cut down to 93, which would be, he's big.
Ooh, well, he weighed in
Yeah.
95.5. Was
Yeah.
he trying to get to 93 today? Or
Yeah, he was
2 days
trying.
ago?
Yeah, he did a water cut. He did something else, and it
Didn't work.
didn't work the way he wanted it to work, and so he just ate.
Yeah.
Which is, he just did this meet just to like mess around.
Yeah.
Saying that, when he saw Xavier come in there, he's like, man, this
Ruh-roh.
kid is like a beast. Like, where'd this kid come from?
hmm
Right?
I think I don't know where he's from. He's from out of town.
Yeah, it's his first meet. Too,
Maybe
I think.
north. I want to say north. I don't know why Flim Flon is coming to mind. I think I saw some Flim Flon apparel,
Could be.
but
yeah.
I could be completely wrong. It could be Brandon or something like that as well, or Winnipeg.
Yeah. So,
But his first meet, I believe Xavier.
yeah. So newer open lighter on squats. He said he was trying heel shoes for the first time. Probably not the best option for a meet.
Yeah.
But he did, and
Mhm.
then he managed to like just squeak by on depth on his first one. Second one, it was like I think he got 2 reds and a white.
hmm
I told him to sink his third. He went up because like he is strong and he
Mhm.
could do it. I thought he sunk it, but all 3 of them gave him reds, I think. So,
It's tough to challenge.
Yeah, you can't challenge. We can't overturn anything.
Mhm.
There's the jury is just there for kind of
Moral support.
moral support, I guess.
Mhm.
Somebody to yell at. Don't yell at the jury.
Nope.
Then bench, he went 3 for 3 and hit his 165. He wants 175 is what he wants because he wants the sub-junior record, I think.
Yeah, that's it'd be the junior record.
Or junior record, sorry.
Yeah.
And then deadlifts, we were a little ambitious with the 265.
hmm
Needless to say, I think he PR'd a 17
17 kilos on a
kilos
total.
on his total or something like that.
Yeah.
From last meet at U of M.
Mhm.
But you look at Xavier, like what a crazy way to have a meet. He loads up 245 on his squat, misses it, goes up 10 kilos,
Gets it.
gets it, goes up another 17 kilos, misses it.
Yeah.
Then he loads up his bench, misses it, goes up 12 and a half kilos, hits it, goes up another 12 and a half kilos and misses it.
And then
Just fucking sends
Ben on his deadlift.
deadlifts 265 to 282 and then a 5 kg jump. So at 20 years
Yeah.
old, this kid has a 685 total.
total.
And probably with better attempt selection, it's over 700.
Yeah.
Like if he just changed his attempt selection a
Mm-hmm.
little bit, like a smaller jump on that squat, a smaller jump on that bench, and now he's got a 700 total.
Yeah. And even like his 287, he probably had like probably 295.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So a first meet at provincials will probably see like, I would imagine over 700.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
well, maybe 710.
Yeah. So
Get your
Just-
predictions now.
there you go.
And he got something at the end of the day.
Yeah, he was best lifter, right?
Yeah, best junior lifter.
Best junior lifter,
Yeah.
best junior sub-junior lifter combined.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's
Xavier.
great.
Animal.
What a crazy animal.
Yeah.
Next, I guess we have
Oh, we got a 9 for 9.
we got another 9 for 9 in the 83 kilo category. We got Andrew Ronkadin.
Yeah, and he's been around.
He's been around
He's
quite
been
a
around.
bit, and actually, I'm interested to know kind of what his previous meets have been like.
Yeah, I think he was able to put together a PR total, but he's been having some I believe knee issues and stuff like that. So I believe he found the route to it, and he was playing around with some different like focus points for the lifts and some cues.
Oh yeah,
So I didn't talk to him after the meet, but during the meet I was chatting with him, and I think he was really pumped about how this meet was feeling compared to last meets, but he would just have to like white knuckle it
yeah,
and just take whatever he could.
Yeah.
But
yeah. It sounded like he did have a good meet. Talking to him afterwards,
Mhm.
so he managed a 560 total, and previously at this weight class in masters, he had a 550 and a 547. If we go back far enough to 2017, he was 93 kilos and he did a 597 total.
Okay, so he's getting back up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then his highest 83 before that was 587. So he's doing what masters do.
Doing
and they
masters
just
do.
kind of get stronger as you get older.
Yeah, and yeah, him planning. I think he was plotting like some, and maybe what some masters do too, is plotting their meets. Like he's got the qualifiers, he's got everything he needs.
Mm.
So now he's making like some vacations
Yes.
out of it.
Yeah. That's the
So
beauty of being a master. You get to do a lot of
you get to do
more
a lot of
international kind of
international or yeah. So I know, as we talked about with Westerns, Nanaimo.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
not a bad place to go.
Yeah.
So you could make the trip out there, and then Nationals being in New Brunswick, if the stars align.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a fun one. Good trip. But yeah, good day for him. Nice round day. Nice healthy day for Andrew. Then going down, we have Trisha Roche.
Yep.
Roche.
Trisha Roche.
Roche.
Yeah, maybe.
And
that was an interesting class.
yeah,
because
M1.
Yeah.
Oh yes,
She's
she's
M1.
39, but she just aged into M1.
Yeah.
Oh, so let's see what.
Yeah.
What, you keep talking about her, and I'm gonna see.
Yeah. So the interesting thing about her is one, she went 9 for 9, which is great with a 310 total. I think she'd only competed once previously, a very long time ago.
I think she's competed a couple
Yeah,
times.
a couple times.
Yeah.
I couldn't find it in her
She's competed at
on open
I know
powerlifting.
the movement.
Yeah.
One.
Maybe she got different names. I don't know. I found her once.
Okay. Well, I know she at least competed once.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because maybe she's under Trisha Roche too. And
Yes.
Trisha.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah. So I couldn't find all her data. But that was a good class. The interesting thing about that is after, like I had a client, Tyla, in that class, and we weren't in it to be competitive. Like we're not thinking we're going to be competing. But after squats, we were 5 kg behind. And then we managed to both hit the same benches. So we were still 5 kgs behind. And then I loaded up an extra 5 kgs on our opener for deadlift because she had us on lot number. So like kind of wanted to force a little bit of getting ahead there because we originally both had 120s. And then like as the clock went down, I was like,
nope,
125.
Yeah.
Right. So that I could kind of see what her first jump was. And just by chance, she ended up jumping 10 kilos.
Ruh-roh.
So we jumped 7.5. So we were then 2.5 kilos behind. And then this is where it's kind of like, how do you want your meet to go? Right. So I asked my client, Tyler, I was like, how do you want this to go?
Because it's her first meet, right?
Second meet. Yeah. And I said, like, we can make massive PRs here and be a little conservative, or we can just full send this last deadlift.
Yeah.
But you're not going to, you're going to not PR because, like.
Yeah. And you're going to have to really want it.
Yeah. So, anyways, we lowered our deadlift. We could have played some games, but, like, we did 140, which is a huge PR for her. She ended up with a 302 total. I think she put 17.5 kilos on her total that day. But it was super fun because she felt like she was, like, in the mix and she had a chance with her. And for next time, I think she can be more competitive. But Trisha just had it. Like, Patricia just, like, 9 for 9, hit every lift, clean day, had more in the tank. Like, she definitely had more in the tank on deadlift. So if we tried to play a game and, like, go to 150 to see what she would do, like, we would just end up failing 150.
Yeah,
right?
and not having a good,
having
a good time.
Not having a good time. So
yeah.
Couldn't really mess around there.
And that's a 15 kilo jump. That's
I know.
That's a big bite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but good times.
Both you and or Tyla and Patricia qualified for regionals.
Yeah.
290.
Yeah.
So, and then I think it's 320, 337.5 for nationals.
For nationals.
So
getting close.
I think they'll both be knocking on that nationals.
Yeah, definitely
soon.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that's good for in her second meet, potentially more, but I know she has done a movement meet, Trisha or Patricia.
Yeah.
But yeah, so maybe in provincials we'll see her and she'll make that run on her way to nationals. That'd be nice.
And I think she ended up with best lifter as well for that.
Yeah, that's right.
Women.
Yeah. So a lot of well, maybe we'll take a gander after. to see who got the, because there was a best masters and then a best M3 M4 masters, right?
Mhm.
Best M1 M2,
Yeah.
best M3 M4.
Yeah.
So I wonder what the M3 M4 masters best lifter in terms of their meet, because Joseph went 9 for 9, Trisha went 9 for 9, Xavier went 5 for 9.
Yeah.
4 for 9.
4 for 9.
5 for 9.
5 for 9.
5 for 9. So as the junior does sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll see this. But yeah, a great one for Trisha and for Tyler too, getting in the mix.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
always
those
fun.
battles.
It's fun to have a battle, especially you don't see battles in masters, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's not at a local
At a
level,
local
right?
level, yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, there's two masters in the same class,
Yeah.
and they're close to each other,
Yeah.
right? Like, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, so that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and then we had 2 9 for 9s in the M3 and 4. That was Kathy Shea and Trisha Kell. M3 and 4, just amazing stuff here.
Yeah.
And she's just staged into M3.
Yeah, and I think she was the one that got the best lifter there.
Oh yeah, that would be it.
Yeah, with the 55
Yeah.
GL or IPF points or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was Kathy, best lifter.
And a massive jump for her. Opened up with 42.
Yeah.
Went right to 60, not messing around.
Yeah.
Took the gloves off and finished with 65. And then 2.5 kilo jumps for bench, nice. And then a 10 kilo jump for deadlift, and then 7.5 for her last for 210 total. Huge as a, like, if you're looking at it like a be like a 144 pound squat, and like right around that mix of that 90 pound bench and like a 230 deadlift
for a 115 pound 60-year-old.
Yeah.
Right?
Crazy. Yeah. So yeah, she's putting pressure on the grandchildren if she has. Get to the gym.
Step up bloodline.
Yeah, step up bloodline. She's taking it.
Yeah.
And then Trisha Kell. Trisha Kell. In the M4. Having a very nice meet. And even like a 70-year-old with 55 kilo squat. It's like 115 to 120. No, it'll be about 125.
120. Yeah.
Then 32.5 kilo bench, and then a 117 and a half. That's massive.
It's like 250 something.
Yeah, like 260.
Yeah.
Yeah, 150 something. But yeah, as a 70-year-old just ragdolling that weight, that's crazy. That's crazy. So yeah, it's great to see that. Some very good performances by the Masters females. That's for sure.
And then last thing on there is our special O's.
Mm-hmm.
They all had a blast. A couple went 9 for 9.
Mm-hmm.
Couple, like, sometimes the refs could just like push the button.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and I think it's tough because there were some stumbles.
Yeah.
So just with like off balance and stuff like that. So I think that's tough on not the ref sense, but the lifter sense too.
Yeah.
I think the spotters and loaders did really good, kind of protecting the athletes. Mm-hmm. Not only with special O, but like all the lifters, like they saved my life.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of catches, and they have to be a little bit more cognizant during those, just because if there's a stumble or something, or they lose balance, then just making sure that they're able to catch not only the weight but the lifter as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So on this page, anybody else you want to mention? I got a couple I could talk about real quick.
No, yeah, keep going.
Okay, so we talked about Manny last time.
Yeah.
She's a character. We love her. She's one of my clients and a big, what do you call that, personality here at One Family Fitness. 30 kg meet PR.
Nuts.
Okay, 61-year-old cancer survivor.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about that last time. We talked about how she wants to be best in the world. She wants to be number one. And we're getting closer every day with our 297.5 kg total.
Yeah.
She's got it standards all the way up to, I think she goes
Regionals.
nationals, right? What's region? What's
Oh wait,
nationals?
she's what M3.
M3. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's at Nats.
So we can go to Nats. We got
Yeah.
all those standards checked. Yeah, she had a 12.5 kg PR on her squat, 2.5 on her bench, and 12.5 on her deadlift for 30 kgs.
Mm-hmm.
And her last meet was like U of M, I think.
Yeah.
So like 4
She
months.
can book her flight to New Brunswick.
Yeah. So there you go.
Book the ticket.
Book the ticket,
Mhm.
right? So probably we have to do. I think she has to do provincials. We haven't done one before. She has to do a Westerns. We haven't done one before.
Mhm.
And then then we're going to nationals.
All right, so book the bus ticket to provincials.
Yeah.
Yeah, then the flight to Nanaimo
Mhm.
and then New Brunswick.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So that was just one of my other clients I want to talk about, just because we did mention her last time.
Yep.
And then Haley, who's another one of my clients, she's a 52 kg athlete, weighing at 47.7.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
So she could have.
So
She was
last
very
week,
close.
like, I'm not kidding you. Last week she was 50 kilo. Right.
Oh.
So she
So
had
was
some
it just like stress?
stress, lots of family stress, some
Yeah.
very sad stuff happening. But
Oh, that's
that does
unfortunate.
happen.
And she still competed though.
M2, sort of trained, like didn't train the way she wanted to, showed up, still managed to PR her deadlift,
Mm-hmm.
break her own deadlift record by 5 kilos. No,
Okay.
7.5 kilos, I think.
Okay.
And a total PR and total record. So she got 2 records out of it and a 5 kg meet PR. And this is one of those things where like she just showed up and just like
Showed up and lifted.
lifted.
Yeah.
And like sometimes that's how it goes. And our job as coaches is just to kind of give them the best experience we can.
Yeah.
And that happened. And that's kind of why I like doing this.
Mm-hmm.
Because like she could have dropped out. She could have not shown up. But she showed up and she still made a day out of it. So
Yeah, I had a good day.
Yeah.
Had a good day.
so cool.
Nice.
So that was the one.
That was one.
That was one of them. Yeah. The one,
That-
3.0.
Yeah, that was the third one.
Book your calendar for 363 days from today.
Yeah, 63. Yeah, 363 days.
The One Powerlifting Classic 4.0, I guess.
The four.
The 4, yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, a good day. A lot of lifting. A lot of good lifting. I want to say 3 out of the 4 best lifters had 9 for 9 meets.
There you go.
So that's fantastic. And a lot of them hit their qualifying standards for provincials, if not beyond.
Yeah, because this was the last chance, right? So
Last chance.
cool.
So we should be seeing a lot of these lifters from this meet and like Brick House, Total Fort for provincials in 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Under 6 weeks now.
Yeah, you're doing provincials.
Oh yeah, prep's going great.
Good.
Trained today.
You did train already?
Yeah, I already trained today.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, Monday, right? Because we're doing this on
Yeah.
Monday.
No, that's
Yeah.
fine. I didn't. I know I didn't.
You are competing props.
No, I can't do it.
What?
I got way too many clients. competing.
Oh
Yeah, way too many.
man.
I want to, but no, I can't.
Damn. Okay.
probably have,
Well,
like-
Keystone 2027
I have like 8 or 10 clients competing, and
or 2026. Yeah. Yeah.
so,
Okay. But yeah, so provincials in 6 weeks.
Keystone
We'll see.
in
Keystone in like 4 weeks.
4 weeks.
4 weeks
Exciting.
out. Get your tickets again. A link is right here, probably.
Excellent.
Um,
Can they buy the live stream yet? Or how's that work?
live stream will be support tickets, so they're $20, and then you'll be getting a link to it. And the live stream, we're gonna have commentating. We're gonna have our sponsors kind of flashed, and we're gonna make it that we have I'll say a mini documentary that we did for our top lifters and the top 3 lifters, as well as our sponsors. There's some sponsorships that will have like a mini documentary about what they do. So we're going to be playing that at the event. And then with the support tickets, you'll also get access to some of the like behind the scenes stuff as
Cool.
well.
Yeah.
So yeah, live stream is going to be going crazy.
Actually, Matt asked me to co-host the live stream with him.
Yeah, it's going to be
I
crazy.
might do that.
Yeah.
We'll see. Yeah, I guess.
Are you going to have
I don't have anyone
in there
No.
this year?
No, not this year.
Yeah.
No.
And but yeah, so that's going well. Prep's going well for that. It's going to be a crazy day.
Mhm.
April 19th, mark your calendars. Saturday of a long weekend. What else are you doing?
Nothing.
What else are you doing?
Definitely not watching hockey.
Definitely watch it. Yeah, actually, it'll be playoffs. You'll know. Yeah, it's playoffs around that time.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know, but now I know.
Yeah, he's got McDavid highlighted. Mind you, knowing Dino, sports betting guy, he could be gatekeeping us.
No.
He could be gatekeeping us. He's got the parlays going.
know.
He knows all the
The only
stats.
parlay I know is French.
Yeah.
I parlay French.
Yeah, and it could be it. You already got your fantasy team lined up. It could be it. We got to get you. I can't.
What?
You know what?
What is hockey?
Yeah, I can't believe you haven't even like the Four Nations craze
I've
that
never-
has happened.
We live in Winnipeg. I've never been to a Jets game.
You know, you say
Oh,
you live
really?
in Winnipeg. Even like if we have any listeners from across the world, and they're like, how does this guy not know the Canada-US Four Nations thing that went down?
Where would I see it?
Anywhere. You look anywhere. It was probably on that Esso gas station sign. Like, congrats to McDavid. There's literally McDonald's in Edmonton that are named McDavid's now.
Oh my
Or
goodness.
McDavid's.
See,
not
I didn't know
McDavid.
that. Very good.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Crazy. Yeah. So but yeah, so when it's on, when the playoffs are on in here on Sportsnet,
Yeah.
maybe just take a gander to see how they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, episode 15.
Love it.
Love it. Follow us, Manitoba Power on Insta
Yeah.
and
YouTube. We got a YouTube.
Manitoba Power Cast
Manitoba
podcast, Manitoba podcast, something like that.
Manitoba.
Yeah, you'll find us.
Type in Manitoba.
You'll find us. And yeah, stay tuned for. We'll be doing not only some previews for Keystone, maybe some interviews with some Keystone
Yeah.
lifters, as well as if you are coaching at provincials, we got March 27th and I think April 27th or something like that.
Yeah.
For the coaching course,
March 30th.
March 30th.
Yeah, because the 31st is a Monday. March 30th.
March
Sunday.
30th. Just kidding.
Yeah.
So those are the next opportunities to make sure that you're eligible to coach at the coaching course. We got some good feedback from the last one. So those that are already registered, stay tuned. Look forward to seeing you there. And for those that haven't and are coaching, make sure, because just like at the one, you have to have a coaching waiver signed.
Coaching waiver and wristband. You won't get that wristband without that coaching course.
Yep. So, and if you have taken that CPU coaching course and you're like, I don't need to take it, make sure that that's just communicated beforehand so that there's no scrambling, and then your lifter's not worrying like on the day of that if you're even going to be able to handle them. So there's no stress there on the lifter that day.
Exactly.
But yeah, episode 15. We'll see you next week for episode 16.
Crazy.
Nuts.
How did we get there?
We did 15 prior. And
Fantastic.
yeah.
Cut it.
All right. See ya.
It's caught in the crossfire. It's caught in the